Alright everybody, welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to be showing you how to do a really cool mirror upgrade. In this case, this is a 4th generation Honda CR-V, but other Hondas and other vehicles are similar. So we just have this factory mirror. It's just a manual flip dim mirror. I've got this Gentex 1427 mirror here that we're going to be upgrading. So this is one of the new style. It's auto dimming. It has HomeLink controls on it. Works really nice. It also has a built-in compass right here on the screen. So this makes a nice upgrade for vehicles that either don't have a compass, or if you don't want the compass, you can actually open this thing up, put some black electrical tape over it, and you'll never even know it's there because it's one you can't see the window for it. Alright, so this has a pretty universal mount on it, like a wedge mount. Even though my Honda doesn't look like it has the same mount, it actually does. Just a little bit of a difference in getting this one off. So I'm going to start with a pry tool under here. Sometimes it helps to just use a pick. See, that popped right off. So what you're doing is you just want to release that little tab on the bottom there, and this just pulls straight off. So as far as putting the new mirror on, couldn't be much easier. I'm just gonna make sure that screw's backed out far enough. Put that on. Take our T15 Torx, tighten that up. You can see that's how easy it is to get the new mirror mounted in place. So now for the wiring. So there's a bunch of wires on here, and there's really only two that we need to worry about. So in my case, mine came with this little disconnect plug here, and this I believe came out of a Subaru. I buy these things on eBay from junkyards, and I'll leave you a link where I got this one. Always really nice condition, a lot cheaper than buying them brand new. Again, it's HomeLink, I think version 5, which has the two-way control. So if you have certain Chamberlain and other brands related to them garage doors, it will actually show you a directional arrow and show you when your garage door is open and shut. Pretty neat. But as far as wiring goes, we want to focus on the white and the black wire in this harness. So the white is going to be positive ignition, the black wire is ground. You could hook the gray wire up to a reverse light trigger. All it does is that undims the mirror when you put it in reverse. Not really necessary though, because there's no bright lights behind you, it won't be dim. So I just need to focus on these two center pins. I'm going to run power down through the pillar here, and I'm going to be connecting it to the accessory power for the radio, because I need to remove this anyway to install a new head unit, and that's a whole separate project, but I might as well tap in behind here. Alternatively, you could just find like an add tap for your fuse panel, test for switched ignition power, and these Hondas, the outlets are only on with ignition. That's another option. I would fuse this separately for like 3 to 5 amps just to be safe, to protect the mirror and the wiring. Alright, so I've got it wired in. Now we're ready to program the compass. So I'm going to go ahead and start the car. Alright, so you need to make sure the zone is set correctly. So I've got a little Gentex guide here. I have a link to this in the video, but I'm in zone 10. Alright, so I'm going to press and hold the power button until you see the zone number. So 8, so I can change it to 10. Alright, so now it's in calibration mode. So we just want to drive in circles as best you can. It's best to find like a parking lot somewhere to do this. You have to back up just a little bit. You can see that it turned off. I'm going to go ahead and complete one more circle. check it. It should be facing facing north. Alright, so we've calibrated the compass. Alright, so I'm going to show you how to program the HomeLink buttons. Alright, so the first thing you want to do, especially if you buy it used, is make sure there's nothing programmed in these buttons. So you're going to press the two outer buttons for 9 seconds. You'll see the light come on, and you want to wait till it flashes green. Alright, so I'm going to program my third button. So we're going to press the button on there and on here at the same time until it flashes rapidly. See, my gate is closing. So my third button works. So now for the rolling code garage doors. All right, so for this, it's kind of the same thing. You take your garage door opener that you want to learn. You're going to press that while pressing the button on the garage door opener. And then basically what it's going to do is it'll flash rapidly, and then we're going to go over to the garage door and we're going to hit the learn button, and we're going to come back and we're going to press it again, and it will program it to the garage door opener. This is how this is going to look. So I'm going to press that and this one. You see the light flashing rapidly. Now I will go press the learn button. I'll press the learn button, come back out here and press this again. You see how the garage door is going down. See, it shows that it's going down. And it flashes green. Alright, so now I'm going to do the same thing. You see it shows it's going up. I'm going to do the same thing for the other garage door. So hold this button down while pressing the one on here. It's flashing again. Press the button, press it again, and now the garage door is going down. That one doesn't show the direction just because of it's a different opener, but you can see that it works just fine. Alright, so that's all there is to it. How to put a HomeLink compatible compass mirror in this case a Gen 4 CRV. But again, you could use this in almost any vehicle that has the universal style mount. All for well under $100. So pretty cool upgrade, works good. Video is helpful, be sure to give it a like. Again, I'll have some links below that may be helpful. As always, thanks for watching. Until next time, we'll see you later.